Hi children, till Battle of Plassey we saw, next is Battle of Boxer. After the defeated Plassey, Sirajudullah was assassinated and Mir Jafar was made the Nawab. Mir Jafar was just a puppet in the hands of Britishers. In 1764, the Battle of Boxer was fought between Britishers and Mir Qasim. When Mir Qasim denied the privileges given to Britishers, Mir Qasim abolished the trade duty for everyone and transferred his capital from Murshidabad to Mungair. Okay, but this was against the interest of British and they declared war. Okay, this decision he didn't ask British, but he himself decided to change his capital. In this battle, Mir Qasim, the Nawab of Bengal, Sirajudullah, the Nawab of Awadh, and Shah Alam, the Mughal king, fought against British, and British forces were led by Hector Munro. Okay, in this battle, British became victorious and they decided to control the territory by their own. In 1765, the Mughal emperor appointed the company as the Diwan of the provinces of Bengal, and they also got the Diwani rights of Bihar and Odisha. Company officials became Nababs. Okay. In 1764, Robert Clive was appointed governor of Bengal. Nababs, an Anglicized version of the Indian word. Okay, Nawab. It is an Anglo-Indian word were leading to lavish life similar to Nawab, and everyone was on the mercy of British. Company rule expands. How company rule expands is the process of annexation of Indian estates was by the East India Company from 1757 to 1857 brought forth some key aspects like the company rarely launched the direct military attack on as an unknown territory. After Battle of Boxer, the company appointed residents in Indian states. The company forced the states into a subsidiary alliance and the king had to put an army of British. In the case of non-payment to army, the Nawab or the king had to give some part of its territory. If they are not paying the tax or payment to army, they have to give the territory. The Nawab of Awadh and Nizam of Hyderabad were forced to cede territories and accept the subsidiary alliances. Then came the Tipu Sultan. Okay, Tipu Sultan, the tiger of Mysore. He was called the tiger of Mysore. Sultan was the son of Hyder Ali, ruler of Mysore. Okay, Tipu Sultan ruled Mysore from 1782 to 1799. Tipu Sultan took the help of French to modernize his army and sent foreign delegates to gather the foreign help against British. Four wars were fought between Britishers and Mysore were known as the Anglo-Mysore Wars 1767 to 1769, 1780 to 84, 1790 to 92 and 1799. In 1799, the Britishers won the Battle of Srirangapatnam against Mysore. Tipu Sultan was killed defending his capital, Srirangapatnam. Anglo-Maratha Wars. Anglo-Maratha Wars. After the defeat of Maratha in Battle of Panipat in 1761, they get divided in various small dynasties such as Scindia, Holkars, Gaikwad, and Bonsley. Three wars were fought between Marathas and British in 1782, 1803 to 1805, and 1817 to 1819. The third war was the decisive war, and after his Peshwa was deposed and sent to the northern India on a pension. Now the company had control over the south of Vindhyas, claim to paramountcy. As British were proving themselves as the best power across India, this enhanced their desire to rule whole territories, and they started direct conquest under Lord Hastings 1813 to 1823. British also wanted to secure northwest front of their empire in India. For this, they fought war with Afghanistan and Punjab and finally won over its territories in 1843 and 1849 respectively. Doctrine of lapse. Under the ruin of Lord Dalhousie, they adopted the policy of lapse According to this policy, the rulers who does not have any legal hire could not pass on their property to the adopted son, and it would be taken over by British. Satara, Sambalpur, Jhansi were annexed by this policy. You know, Jhansi, she is not having, Jhansi Rani was not having a child. He adopted a son, and she was ruling the country. By the time, as per doctrine of lapse, the child was not able to be given the kingdom. Administration under British. These, can you see first picture? First picture, how it is? If you see, this red color is India. Here also red color is India. Here red color is India. How yellow color increased? This is how British people increased. In 1797, this much people had. India was ruled by British. Less area only British covered. After that, yellow. 1840, if you see, half of the India is captured by them. If you see, in 1857, almost one fourth or one fifth only is available for us. Remaining part they are ruling. Okay, this is the map to show how British, at which year, how much they were ruling. Warren Hastings, setting up a new administration. Warren Hastings, Governor General from 1773 to 1785, played a significant role in the expansion of company power. British territories were broadly divided into administrative units called presidencies. There were 3 presidencies: Bengal, Madras, and Bombay. Bengal, towards the Calcutta. Okay, Bengal, Calcutta. Madras towards the south. Bombay towards the other side of this. Okay. Each was ruled by the governor, and the supreme head of the administration was the Governor General. From 1772, a new system of justice was established. Each district was to have 2 courts, a criminal court and a civil court. In civil court, Malvis and Hindu Pandits interpreted Indian law for the European district collectors. Criminal courts were still under mufti, but under the supervision of the collectors. The collector's main job was to collect revenue and taxes and maintain law and order in his district with the help of justice, police officers, and dragons. The company army. From 1820s, the cavalry requirements of the company's army declined because the British Empire was fighting in Burma, Afghanistan, and Egypt, where soldiers were armed with muskets and matchlocks. In the early 19th century, the British, muskets means a heavy gun used by infantry soldiers. Okay, then matchlock means an early type of gun in which the powder was ignited by a match. First they will burn the powder, then they will throw the bomb or the bomb to the opponent. In the early 19th century, the British began to develop a uniform military culture. Okay. The soldiers were given European style training and were subjected to drill and discipline. Conclusion is, the East India Company was transformed from a trading company to a territorial colonial power. By 1857, the company came to exercise direct rule over about 63% of the territory and 78% of the population of Indian subcontinent. Remaining we see in the next class.